It's Tuesday the 14th of May, I'm Nick Lote. Election chiefs look set to crack down on fraud at polling stations. The Electoral Commission will monitor and evaluate 15 areas, among them Kirklees and Calderdale, where alleged fraud has taken place. The watchdog is calling for police and electoral officers to strengthen measures following research that showed voters are concerned about electoral fraud. Kirklees faced allegations of fraud last May. 11 complaints were made, with 3 men referred to the Crown Prosecution Service. In Calderdale, a former Conservative member was convicted in 2008 for false applications to vote by proxy. Council leader Mehboob Khan spoke to us about allegations of fraud in Dewsbury in 2012, which weren't followed up.
In 2012, a number of allegations were made regarding postal vote irregularity in Dewsbury. These were investigated. There were no cases taken forward by either the Electoral Commission or the police. Council welcomes the involvement of the Electoral Commission to ensure that voters have 100% confidence in the voting system.
A Queensgate pub is having its licence reviewed following fire safety concerns. There are fears that residents living above the pub could be at risk. Group A News reporter Michael Bristow has more.
West Yorkshire Fire Service are concerned about the Zetland's regard for public safety. Some of the bar's emergency lighting has been found to be defective, with other sections removed, and fire escapes from the premises were also found to be obstructed. A violent incident was also wiped from the bar's CCTV. Council papers have noted that the former premises supervisor, Matthew Berry, admitted to removing the batteries from the smoke alarm as they kept activating. The current bar staff refused to comment on the situation. The council will reconsider the Zetland licence on Tuesday.
The hard shoulder of the M62 is being tested as an extra lane for traffic this week. The Highways Agency said that overhead message signs between junctions 27 and 28 would let motorists know when they're able to use the hard shoulder. The agency also said that the new scheme allows for less congestion for the 150,000 or so vehicles that use the M62 each day. It's also advised that drivers should use the hard shoulder for emergency purposes only when it isn't in use as a lane. If this week's test goes to plan, the changes will become permanent from the 20th of May. Greenhead College is celebrating after a record number of students were offered places at Oxford and Cambridge. This year, applications were received from 109 Greenhead students. With more, here's our reporter, Katie Hall.
Greenhead College in Huddersfield has seen a record number of students receive offers from the country's top universities. A total of 34 students have been offered places at Oxford and Cambridge. I spoke to Greenhead's Oxbridge coordinator Martin Smith about what the college has done to gain these offers for its students.
We've done a variety of things. We're involved in a programme called the HE Plus programme, which is run by Cambridge University, which the aims of which is to encourage students from state backgrounds to consider applying for top universities and to also do some activities to try to increase their chances of success. This year we had 109 students who applied to Greenhead to Oxford or Cambridge, and 34 of those did achieve offers in a wide range of subjects.
I asked Martin why he thought the college had more offers this year than ever before.
A lot of it is down to the quality of the students that we have here, and we are fortunate. We've had a lot of very strong students this year, but also we have, I would like to think that some of the activities that we have undertaken have encouraged these students to make an application when they might not have necessarily been thinking of doing so when they arrived at college, and hopefully that's given them, and some of the activities will have improved their chances of getting an offer as well.
I spoke to student Tommy Lee about how he felt about receiving an offer and what the college had done to help.
Even though I know I've worked really hard for it, it's still quite a shock to me that I got into Cambridge. They've done so many things. They've not only have they arranged the open days to Oxford and Cambridge, but they put on classes at lunchtimes to help us prepare for interviews and to help us work on problem-solving skills and things like that, mainly to prepare us for interview and not get overstressed in the environment.
I also spoke to Christopher Horner.
Came to Greenhead, where the top university culture is very, very prevalent. So the whole process has been like a whirlwind, and then getting the offers at the end has been fantastic, but also kind of a shock. They've done everything that we could ask for, and we've been helped with preparing for the entrance exams as well.
The A-level results are in August. Good luck to all students. Huddersfield Giants centre Joe Wardle has received a 2-match ban after punching another player during the Tetley's Challenge Cup 5th round last Sunday. The match saw Huddersfield win 24-8 against Leeds Rhinos, but was marred by Wardle punching opposite number Cal Ablett. Wardle, who had been charged with a Grade C offence, submitted an early guilty plea. Meanwhile, fellow Giants player Leroy Cudjoe was charged with a Grade A offence after also punching another player. Cudjoe pleaded guilty and has been cleared to play in Friday's Super League at the Stobart Stadium. Tony Martin has more.
2 Huddersfield Giants players have been charged with violent conduct after committing offences during the team's Tetley's Challenge Cup game against Yorkshire rivals Leeds Rhinos, during a game which was a hotly contested affair at the John Smith Stadium. Lee Cudjoe ran the length of the pitch before half-time to put the Giants into a dominating lead before the incident he was involved with shortly after the break. The Tetley's man of the match had originally been charged with a Grade A punching offence in the 44th minute, which could have resulted in a one-match ban, but he has since been let off. Fellow Giants Joe Wardle has been charged with a Grade C offence of sustained punching in the 61st minute. The incident occurred after a tackle on a Rhinos player, after which Wardle received a knee to the face repeatedly. Wardle reacted angrily, after which several punches were thrown and subsequent red card shown to Wardle was the first he's received during his professional career. During a hearing today, the Giants winger has submitted an early guilty plea and has received a 2-match ban for his actions.
And Huddersfield Town has been nominated in the National Diversity Awards 2013. The football club is up for the Community Organisation Award thanks to its work on initiatives such as the Keep It Up campaign, which saw it raise more than £1 million for the club's academy and Yorkshire Air Ambulance. The success of that campaign follows the Pedal for Pounds bike ride earlier this month, featuring 300 cyclists riding across 240 miles. Past schemes include supporting organ donation and projects against homophobia in football. The club also launched the Town Foundation last year to help improve the lives of children in the local community. The awards take place in Leeds on the 20th of December. For more news, visit our website at mhm.hud.ac.uk/broadcast/Group A.